Ladies and gents, welcome on in to Truman State University's final week of NACE qualifying playoffs. We are here and about to witness something fantastic. Oops. Just a second as I turn on the Xbox controller. Oh, of course. A simple fix to start things off. Looks like things are immediately off to a dead set start. Looks like he's bumping it off the side, but there Joe, able to dismiss it. Back into the corner. Sakayoshi awaiting, going not for one but two challenges and taking the advantage. Darrow, last defender back, able to hold his ground. But looks like that play just put the ball into center for Drayson to take a shot. Unfortunately, does get blocked, but looks like Sakayoshi already here to follow up, and Drayson just barely missing that first one in, but looks like Bus being the janitor, cleaning things up and putting one on the board for Truman State. And if you're just tuning in, fun fact, we actually have 3 matches tonight. This first one is up against Brock University. I've actually not heard much from this university, but let me dig up a few stats and see what we can find. I just want to test the audio real quick, make sure we don't have a last week situation. Looks like Brock University answer back with a quick one past the last defenders. Kickoff in favor of Brock University. The ball is able to be delayed a little bit longer, but it looks like a double tap coming out from Stiffy, putting 2 on the board for Brock University. Pardon my language. Brock University seems to have had a close set with many teams this season. Unfortunately, not closing out all of them. Let's see how close of a set that we can get with this team. I very much look forward to the prowess of both sides. It's like Usopp able to puck that ball away over to his defending friend, who's carrying the ball downfield. Starts with an aerial dribble. It seems to be a fake, and it seems to have paid off. Stiffy putting a third one into the net. Seems to be peaking this game. Very excellent performance coming out. The mind games were just immaculate. 3:28 on the clock. Anything is possible with that amount of time. I would not discount Truman State University just yet. Looks like Dare beating the ball over, trying to get a team pinch with Stiffy, but he was feeling it a little too much, wasn't able to get anything from it. And now there's just 2 defenders back. Sakayoshi able to capitalize and punish accordingly. 2 on the board for Truman State. Oh, dear me, I forgot about the series score. There we are. Stiffy trying to take it up the wall, but looks like Sakayoshi had the read and is going for the bump on the last defender on the backboard. Fortunately, isn't able to capitalize from it, but it's a genius idea. Good thought, poor execution, but happens to everyone. Looks like a shot that's going right in. Well, if Stiffy wasn't there, of course. Ball in the blue corner. Looks like Bus trying to make a center pass, but nothing paying off. Typically, a shot would be a lot more powerful and have a lot more speed behind it. So with a touch like that, you'd think that there would be a team member following up. Fortunately, it seemed that Bus put the ball a little too much forward for the follow-up attack. A little bit of neutral game coming out from both sides. Pardon my fighting game jargon. But Bus making a pass forward, carried over by Drayson, over into the corner. What can he hope to accomplish from this angle? Looked like a team pinch was about to come out into the net, and Bus just trying to delay to allow his teammates to rotate back. Very excellent decision. Ball possession now falls into Sakayoshi, who gets a purposely weak tap in order to stop that read from the blue defender. Grayson takes possession of the ball, puts it past one. Looks like Sakayoshi paid his life to see that in action. Drayson knocking it into the corner. We have about 1 minute left, only 1 point differential between the two teams. Drayson putting it past one defender, trying to slam it off the backboard to get an indiscreet pass to a following teammate. Sakayoshi popping it up, trying to set someone up, but it looks like Bus tried to commit to that same action, warranting no further scoring from our team. Stiffy trying to take a shot, but Bus is there to negate it. And Usopp controlling this ball and putting it into the corner around the block, but Drayson there to stop anything from developing furthermore. With 15 seconds left on the clock, many people are asking what can be done in this span of time. With Stiffy back there, it doesn't seem like much, but we can still score a point on a 0 second. Would not be the first time. And in fact, here we are in the air with this ball. Drayson pushing it forward and Dare trying to put an end to this. Sakayoshi denying that not once but twice, and Drayson carrying it along, trying to pop it up, trying to keep it in the air. But unfortunately, first game not going in favor of Truman State. NACE 6, game 1.
Yeah, definitely, but feedback check. It's a little early for him. It's really great. I wasn't sure what's it. Yeah, okay, don't know that. God. I think the big kickoff reaches through the platform now.
But number 2, we're jumping right into things. Oh. 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see what happens in this short span of time. Immediately Truman inside of the defensive, but Bus trying to go for a midfield pass. Stiffy there to catch it, however, but it looks like a failed aerial coming out from the Brock team. Drayson not only getting possession of the ball, but also getting a demo on it, trying to get a dead 50 with Stiffy, but unfortunately the ball was just not at the right angle to do such. And Stiffy continues the assault, pushing it further into the corner, closer to the net. But unfortunately, fortunate for us, Truman State is holding strong. Drayson taking possession, getting a 50 with Dare, where Bus and Sakayoshi look to be double committing, unfortunately. But it seems to have not been punished proper, and so now Truman State with the possession of the ball onto the offense. And Dead 50s, pushing it out midfield where Sakayoshi is the first to receive, taking a shot up top right, goes a little wide, and is blocked, but it puts one less defender in that net, which will make it great for a repeated attack towards the net. Sakayoshi passing it over to Dresden, who then gives the possession to Bus off the wall into the corner. And an unlucky pinch coming out. Dresden there in the nick of time to stop things from going south. Sakayoshi out of boost, going for a retreat, trying to grab a full tank, and there it is. Now Sakayoshi should be up to contest this ball, but Dresden goes in first. Given his better positioning there. Dresden with another save coming out. And now it is Sakayoshi as the last defender. Looks like a pass over from Dresden to Bus to the center net, and there is the first goal. A beautiful display of teamwork starting from Sakayoshi, going to Dresden, ending with Bus. There isn't a better trio play than that. It's like a quick one coming out from Brock, but there was a miss, and now Bus is able to properly recover and carry the ball over into the midfield where Dresden is able to intercept, take a shot perhaps, but Stiffy is there in the nick of time to stop things from going too haywire for Brock University. Bus deferring it over to the corner where Darren Dresden not collapse. What's the word? Intercept, I suppose. Sakayoshi dribbling it past one. It's an open net and it's just being dribbled in. The point advantage heavily in favor of Truman State now. Minute 43 on the clock. Dresden putting it past two defenders, rolling it off the corner, but Stiffy trying to take matters into his own hands, and it's a nice double touch out. Luckily for our defenders, the ball goes right in front of them, which allows them to very easily take the ball and put it into the opponent's net, actually. Typically when going for shots, you want to put the ball in a place where the defender will have as hard a time to defend it as possible. In that situation, Brock made the improper choice of putting it in front of our defenders instead of behind. While it may be obvious to state, putting it in front of the defenders lets them hammer on their boost and get there in time. Behind, things get a little bit more awkward. Stiffy taking a hard shot on net, goes dead center, and it goes straight in. Still a 2-point lead in favor of Truman State. Bus just a little bit too late there to act. Redirect the net, Bus able to defer. It's a corner where Sakayoshi is picking it up. Putting it behind Derjo there. That's the perfect use case of putting it behind a car. You just saw that Derjo was not able to do anything in that matter, and it looks like that's leading to another shot. And you can even see it here on this replay. The goalie, the ball is right behind him, and he's stuck midair, just not able to act on this. And so Truman get 4 on the board. Pass to the corner, Bus trying to get it past Derjo, and is able to succeed with a passing play over to Sakayoshi, but the ball is just wide of Sakayoshi, and Dimo Dreyston leaves a perfectly open net from for Brock to take advantage of. Little double commit accidentally coming out, leading to Dreyston putting in a potential fifth, but no, a perfect save coming out from Brock University. And Stiffy takes possession of the ball, knocks it mid, but looks like Bus is there to intercept with a Dreyston following up with a dead 50. The opponent team. So much stuff happening at once. I say it time and time again, but at this level of play, trying to keep up with every little detail of match is just not possible. 5 seconds on the clock. It looks like Truman has closed this one out. It's game number 2. But can there be a 0-second goal? I do ponder. Looks not to be. Oh no! No, I accidentally clicked view replay. I whoops, my bad. First time this game, or this season actually, of doing that. Doesn't usually happen too often. The series is now tied 1-1. Like Dreyston just taking his time, being very patient there, just waiting out the defenders. There's nothing but loss if he goes too early here. He just capitalized. First for Truman State in this game 3. This is a best of 5 series, so the first team to win 3 games will close out in victory. Looks like the shot going just wide for Derjo. And Stiffy trying to knock it straight down to set up his teammate, but no luck doing so. Looks like a little double commit, in fact, coming out. Looks like, dare I say, Brock University is starting to come apart at the seams, missing shots here and there. Though they did have a beautiful start, and it is definitely difficult to top what they did in Game 1. Truman State seems to have adapted to some of the play styles of Brock University. Soccer deferring it to corner, allowing Dreyston to go up and pressure the ball some more. Fortunately, a dead 50 results in the ball going dead center field. But luckily, Sakayoshi there just able to dissuade any danger that ball might have. Looked like a passing play between Dreyston and Sakayoshi, just barely missing the mark. Usopp being very patient with his aerial carries there, getting it past to 1, but Dreyston not waning at the presence of the carry. Stiffy trying to put some pressure onto this ball to make sure that it doesn't go too deep into their defense, while also allowing his teammates time to grab boost and get back into position. Bus just outplaying Usopp there. Ball possession not being so kind for him. Now Derjo trying to make the difference here. Usopp making a pass over to Stiffy, but does get blocked out before anything comes of it. If I had one observation, is that Rocky University doesn't really go for pass back plays. They always try to go forward and forward. But perhaps not. An open net, but unfortunately not a person in sight to put that ball into the net. Grayson fakes one, puts it through the corner. Oh, puts it right front center net. Unfortunately, no one close to follow. Tries to get dead 50 on the ball. Ends up passing it over to another player. I think that was Bus even. And a shot going in after a series of unfortunate events. Dirjo puts one in for Brock University, able to even the scoreline in this even series. Bus following up this kickoff very aggressively, actually passing it back to Dresden because a dead 50. Bus turning to hit this in. Fortunately, is a little bit late there, but oh, a double whiff coming out from Truman State, or double fake rather. Pardon my language. It's like Sakuyoshi just able to scoop up this shot from the player, and Dresden able to carry it into the bottom left, but unfortunately a defender was sitting there. Putting it top left may have been a little bit more dangerous for the defenders in that case. A very impressive shot. That angle is very narrow. He manages to just touch it in ever so delicately. Very well done. Sakuyoshi taking possession of the ball, trying to get an aerial play here. Fortunately, was not the case. Perhaps he was trying to pop it up and then bump the defender back, but in either case, no success. Usopp taking a shot on net with two defenders back. Doesn't seem to have gone well, but Truman is still in the defense. Getting a pass from Sakuyoshi over to Dresden, who launches it ahead, but now Bus, the one to contest the ball. Demoed on Usopp, puts Dirjo as the last defender back. Redirect over to corner center field, gets a double tap off the crossbar, and that is a third for Truman State. Again, I might be using this word a little bit too frequently here, but very delicate way to score the goal. It's very well done. Kickoff pinching over towards Bus, who takes immediate possession of the ball. Fortunately, is not able to follow up. His car was a little backwards there. Okay, a little scary situation there, but nothing seems to have come of it, so. Little pinch right above the net. It's delicate. Small double commit coming out. Sees no score for Truman State, but just 10 seconds left on the clock. There's not much wrong that can be made here to launch this into an overtime, so I might as well call it, ladies and gentlemen, that Truman State took game number 3. 3-1 scoreline. Truman State is starting to pull ahead. And here, as we do every week, we reach game 4, the game of adaptations, the game of endurance. We will see what each team will do in order to overcome the habits that the other... My bad! There we go. Game 4. The game of endurance, the game of adaptation. Who would have the better in the two? A crazy powerful pinch landing straight to Bus, which is a perfect for setting up a passing play to Sakuyoshi. That would have been an insane shot, but even still a shot comes through as Dresden able to clean up what Bus and Yoshi started. Score 1 for Truman State. That goal only took 25 seconds to deliver. Is there anything else that they can do of crazy power? That would have gone in had he been just a little bit further forward. The crazy aggression coming out. Usopp putting it on top crossbar, and Dirjo almost able to put that in. Looks like Rock University trying to practice a very aggressive and unrelenting amount of offensive pressure. Unfortunately, there does seem to be a hole that formed in Truman State going through Sakurayoshi, getting a double tap, and Usopp there just able to deny what would have been an immaculate point. 2 shot attempts from Truman State so far. Crazy bump coming out from Usopp, a very clever tactic. And looks like top right. Oh, that is perfect. Like I said, with putting it where defenders can't get it, this is a prime example. Though it's not behind the defender, it is somewhere that is so hard to reach for the time that they have that they just can't get there in time. Very well executed from Drayson and the rest of Truman State University. This is match point for Truman State. If they're able to win this one, then we will have quite a delay until the next set, which starts at 6 o'clock and is against, it's not Timble State, it's the other team. What's that again? Game 2 is against Norwich, I believe is their name. Yeah, Norwich University. Bus trying to chase Stiffy there, but it looks like Stiffy going for that 2-tap. Sakurayoshi was able to read flawlessly. Drayson putting it to center for himself to set himself up with a defender already there from Brock University. Ball falls into the hands of Usopp, and in fact, kicking it off of Stiffy gives Bus the upper advantage to put this ball into the offense for Truman State. Drayson getting 2 taps instead of 1, as thought. Dirjo unfortunately jumping a little bit wide of that ball, not able to capitalize. Usopp going for a demo, trying to gain possession of the ball so that they can launch another offense, but it seems like they've been having a hard time creating that offensive pressure we saw at the beginning of the game. Has Truman State already adapted to that, I wonder? Bus just employing some mind games, passing it over to Drayson. Stiffy takes control though. Sakurayoshi in the net to stop that goal from going in. And we seem to be resting quite well in this second game. Sakurayoshi passing it back over to Bus, puts it gently over the net, which Usopp is able to punish for. Minute 33, anything is possible here. We could see overtime. We could see a 4-1 stomp from Truman State. The possibilities are quite endless. Excellent. An excellent read coming out from Sakurayoshi. That defense almost warranting a 3rd score for Truman State, but seems to go just wide enough to avoid anything dangerous. Off backboard in a double tap, Stiffy able to put the second one in. We might be looking at an overtime here in this game 4. Stiffy seems to be a very mechanical player, able to position and rotate his car so that the ball would bounce right off the hood, land into the bottom right convincingly.
One here.
Landing wide of the post. taking it across the midfield, and looks like Bus is trying to set up for his teammates, but Joe able to stop that from developing, but Stiffy able to launch it further back midfield, but Drayson is able to intercept, and Sakuyoshi to follow. Looks like we're going into overtime. This game 4. An excellent bounce back from Brock University. Drayson able to catch that one in, unfortunately not quite yet, but he is able to bump Usopp into an uncomfortable position for delivering this ball to his teammate. Looks like a ball getting into a dangerous position. Bus able to navigate perfectly into the air to stop any goals from that. Stiffy taking this across, trying to go for a pinch, and it does in fact succeed. With the help of Sakuyoshi, it looked like the orange trail signifying. And Sakuyoshi sending one heck of a shot over to the Brock University goal. And it looks like a pinch coming out is going to dead even things up to a height Joe doesn't seem to have read properly, and that bounces in, hits wide. Stiffy taking possession of the ball, going up and around, but Drayson there to stop that. Looks like Bus has possession. No, it is Joe, but Bus able to put it over into the side of the midfield. Stiffy trying to bring this up over into the backboard. It bounces off in a really peculiar way, which would give Rock University a good shot on towards the net, but unfortunately no one there in time. And it goes past Usopp. It looks like we have the determinant of our first game, scoreline 3-2 in favor of Truman State. Looks like the first win of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 more games coming up, first starting in 20 minutes, the second over at 7:30. I do hope to see what excitement will come from this, as Truman State takes home 1 W for today. Ladies and gents, we are back earlier than the anticipated time. The other team has agreed, and we are just about to get things started. Hey, are you guys in my party?
No, I invited you.
As stated prior, we are back. A little earlier than usual. We just have to wait for the opponent team to join up, and then we will be right on our way. So far, Truman State has defeated Brock University in our opening match, and it seems like we have more matches to go to. In fact, first one up here is up against Norwich University, and then we'll be ending the night up against Temple University. The team we're up against now has a Champ 3, two Champ 3s, pardon me, and a Diamond 3 up as their starting roster, up against our Dreyston, Steve the Cow, and Bus. In these matches, Steve the Cow will also be referred to as Soccer Yoshi, just as per his gamer tag. I don't think it's something that you can rename, unfortunately. Also, quick shout out to our upcoming event. In 1.5 weeks, we will be hosting a Smash Brothers tournament here at Truman State University. If you live nearby or in the state of Missouri, we highly encourage you and in fact invite you to come and play. There is a $100 pot bonus, and it is just $10 to join. We'll be hosting it up in our 3rd floor of our presidential room this semester, which is a huge open space that will give you plenty of breathing room while gaming. This is April 1st, starting at 1 p.m., though we will have the doors open at 12 p.m., so you can get some warm-up in. Also, register if you haven't already on our Start GG page. Now we wait. Hmm? We are back, they are in, and we are spectating. Whew. This game. Did I mess them up? I don't know. We're into things with an unfortunate, starting with an unfortunate kickoff goal from the opposing team. But just cut off guard. Apparently the colors are not what they should be. I don't know what to say about that. I had no idea. The colors do appear to be a little bit drier than usual. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. Soccer Yoshi's thing is not supposed to be red. Or orange, sorry. It's supposed to be red. That's very off-putting. Game's one that ends one. Looks like we have the defense rolled up into the net and goes a little bit wide of where they currently were. And so the scores have been even. Let's see. But it looks like two's in the net. That was a swift start. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we have the incorrect team names here. This is going to be Norwich. And in fact, these names are swapped. So if you just give me a second, ladies and gentlemen, commentary will be on its way momentarily. There we are. Alright. So where were we? I looked away and it looks like Truman State has scored 2 more goals than what was previously there. Excellent. Excellent display of talent that we're seeing tonight. After those games, it seems Truman State has shaken off the spring break rust, if you would. Are the colors backwards? They are! Oh my goodness. Things are very messed up with the UI right now. That is very misleading, but Truman State with the lead. That part I do know. It's just kind of confusing looking at it with the UI, huh? For this game, I will. Let's use the defaults overlay for the fact that things are looking a little bit strange there. It does seem like the colors are non-default. One of the athletes was questioning that, and they are definitely right. Looks like that's going right in. Oh. Unfortunately, a little fake coming out from Truman State. Looks like a passing play set up. No, actually, I got that completely wrong. We are spectating a blue team member whose skin is set to a red and white. How misleading. Reality check, taking the possession of the ball up the wall and pinches out towards midfield, towards that last defender who's now taking possession, launching it forward into the offense. Oh my. Sakayoshi able to dismiss it from the net, but it goes straight back to the crossbar where it was. Or sorry, backboard. Now FaZe Core just trying to put pressure onto the ball so that his teammate can come up and punt it away. Looks like Sakayoshi was trying to go for a redirect play, but it seems to have distracted the defenders enough for Drayson to take a shot, unfortunately. A defender being back to block the shot. Shrek on the ball here, going to be leading it into the corner, perhaps setting up a team pinch, no, but is beating out a 50 on Drayston. And Sakayoshi, it seems. Bus able to defer it to corner. Double whiff coming out, and Bus knocking it over to Sakayoshi, who hard clears the ball over towards the blue net, and no defenders are back to properly handle that. 20 seconds remaining. So the scoreline is 5-2, and the colors are backwards for this game. I do apologize to any viewers who may be confused over our lack of UI. Looks like Orange Truman State wins game 1, scoreline 5-2. I didn't know it was set like that. Alrighty, it seems that the everything has been fixed. Thank goodness. I'm going to leave the UI up until I have everything set properly inside of the UI. It'll be just a second, ladies and gents. And we're a go. Ah, much better. Right, and the time looked away. It seems that Truman State is on the offense and they are keeping the ball there. And Bus going for a demo to put the ball possession back into their favor, putting it over one. It hits the crossbar, denying the goal. But Dresden, last defender here, able to just snuff out any offensive pressure from that missed shot. Bus pinching it top right. That was a beautiful shot. And it looks like Truman State start game 2 up 1 point. Truman State's conversion from getting first score is actually pretty high. It happened in the last set too, where they first score, where they score first, they usually win. Once they have a lead, they're pretty good at holding on to it. Beautiful read from Shrek. Unfortunately, no teammates able to put the ball into the net to reciprocate the pass. Shrek passing it out to mid once again. Unfortunately, no teammates are there to follow. But Reality Check is going to follow up with this one unless FaZe can say something about that. The beautiful two-tap attempt coming out, unfortunately not sealing the deal. Dresden starting a dribble being interrupted by Reality Check, giving him a reality check indeed. So Truman State still on the defense. Takayoshi going for an aerial pass mid where Dresden is there to intercept. But the defenders are able to stop that ball from going in despite the team presence. It's a very bump-heavy strategy coming out from Norwich University. Sakuyoshi clearing it off the backboard where Dresden is able to follow up. Unfortunately, is a little bit short on the touch, so the ball doesn't much travel anywhere. Bus taking possession again, avoiding a demo and hitting a 50 with Shrek. So glad that there's a Shrek player. Very interesting choice in username. FaZe Core able to keep the ball mid and a little back pass coming out from Sakuyoshi over to Bus. And then Dresden trying to take possession, forces the defender to clear the ball away, and Sakuyoshi there to clean things right up. Burke not being faked out by the choice, by Dresden's fake, but has not quite paid off yet. Ooh, some excellent team play. Bus able to save the ball, however. Looks like a double came out off the backboard. The goal almost completely empty. Sakuyoshi cleaning it up. He puts it past 3 defenders. Bus does. It's very well played. Completely faking out the entire defense by going in front of Dresden there. Dresden trying to put one in quick. Almost hits bottom right, but is just ever so slightly wide. Ooh, and it looks like Norwich hit their first goal in game number 2. 54 seconds left on the clock. I will say that anything is possible at this point. But Truman State has been on top of things. It seems the first match has unrusted many of the gears and axles within the cars of Truman State. Pass out to Dresden, a doink over towards the goal, hits wide. Another setup mid-play, Sakayoshi not able to capitalize. Looked like it was just too far forward, but Bus able to clean things up. They were very good at cleaning things up. Pass over to Sakayoshi, puts it off the backboard. Oh, it does hit a little bit too powerful. Grayson with an uncharacteristic whiff, however, 3 points to make in 5 seconds doesn't seem too possible, so I'm going to mark this one down for Truman State University. Game number 2, 4-1.
Don't press the button. You just type. Okay, you can press the buttons.
Alrighty.
I'm trying to get it through.
They probably went all the way around through heaven. That's not.
Looks like we are in our game number 3. Match point for Truman State. It's not many weeks where we have had a clean 3-0 series, but this may be one of the first. Racing deferring it to mid, but Sakayoshi having to duck out to avoid a demo. Reality check putting it over top board. Shrek pre-jumping a little bit too early. Fortunately is not able to get that ball in towards the net. Now Drayson takes possession. Passed over to Sakayoshi who redirects it towards net. Reality check stopping that from progressing. Pop going over 3. And Sakayoshi just about to steal Bus's score. Guess you gotta do anything you can for the stats, huh? Score is 1-0 Truman State. Drayson putting the ball middle right. Unfortunately, 2 defenders there. Lion weight. Bounce off ceiling. Oh, but Drayson takes possession before any of the Norwick attackers can arrive to the scene. A lot of interesting touches coming out right now. I think I think they're just kind of messing around, trying to get the team morale up. Just vibing. Oh, an excellent team play coming out from Norway. That was beautiful. The score is high, but it took all 3 to get that one in. Reality check putting out the wall where Shrek is able to pass it to Fast Core. And there you have it. Beautiful team play from Norwick. Sakayoshi pinching it into the corner where Bus is able to take possession, but is unfortunately not actually able to, mitigate any danger as a result, but bounce off the backboard is putting face core shot into the net and onto the scoreboard. Three minutes left. This game can go either way. But with the backs to the walls, Norwick is going to put up a bigger fight than ever before. Like I said, backs are to the wall. Looks like it bounced off the backboard. It's no good. A shot on net lands wide, but the possession, I was going to say, is in Drayston's hands if that redirect were to go towards net side, but it bounced towards corner, giving Bus the possession that they needed to set up Sakayoshi for this play. Touched by Phaser, yeah, by Phaser is able to give Norwick a little bit of breathing room there. Drayston setting up with Sakayoshi, putting the ball top left. It took all three of the defenders to defend that shot. Drayston going for an offensive demo there. No, excuse me, I'm gonna go grab some water. This is a long time talking.
Oh, we have another.
Gecko?
Yeah.
Here.
Let's go. Full pressure.
Let's see.
Loving it.
Alright, I return. 10 seconds left on the clock, just 1 point down. I think they can get an overtime here, especially with the 0-second goal. We've done it before. Excellent pinch going in favor of Truman State.
Remember.
Sakayoshi able to set up Bus for an aerial play, just misses the fast aerial. Bump and a redirect. Oh, Phaser able to punch it into the ground. It looks like Truman State have one more game to stay. Rather, Norwick has one more game to stay alive. Score was 3-2.
Hello. Here you go. Okay, Germany.
It's going for a 2-tap off the ceiling. It does land towards its target, but at such a slow speed, blue team is able to defend it successfully. Drayston trying to mix things up with a very fast and low shot, also blocked by Norwick. Phaser launching this into the corner of Truman's domain, but Drayston taking a dribble, going past reality check, and keeping the ball into the hands of Shrek. Phaser launching it towards mid, but actually being a pass over towards Bus, goes right past reality check and goes straight in to the net. One on the board for Truman State University. Sakayoshi banging it over to Dreyston, who takes it down further in the field, back into Sakayoshi's loving arms. Dreyston going for a bump on the defender, leaving the net almost wide open, but a nice last-second save coming up from reality check, stopping two from hitting the board on Truman State. The dead 50, even after a demo, Truman State holding up a remarkable defense despite the odds. Into the corner, is going to be bouncing out mid soon. Bus able to answer that, stopping the opponent team from taking possession of the ball. And Sakayoshi able to put it past one. There's one more, in fact, does hit it up towards, who was it? That wasn't Phaser. No, Phaser's in the back. It was Shrek. It was Shrek. Banger hitting wide. Oh, barely wide. That's crazy. Looks like Shrek went over to that corner, stealing the boost, leaving Bus at 0 boost right now, actually. Very clever play for the long game, and a demo actually going to give Bus some much needed boost of 33. Every time that you die and respawn, you start with about 30 boost. So technically working in favor of Truman State there. Hitting top crossbar, Bus following it up, punting it to the corner to allow his teammates to reposition for a second offensive approach. And Sakayoshi hitting a banger pinch off the wall. Bus going with a mid pass, no one there to receive except Phaser, who's carrying the ball across the field for his team, and Shrek almost putting it in if it was not for, I believe, Sakayoshi Dreyston? One of the two. Immaculate defense coming out from Truman State there. Whew.
This dude, his deaths are in street, but he was running. Closer to his dad. But he was doing really good. And then it would come down to objective.
Coming out from Truman State to alleviate the pressure that Norwich is able to apply here. A mid pass, no, a pinch going mid, lands over on the wall. Bus, unfortunately, just a little bit shy of hitting it. Sakayoshi setting up another mid pass play. Phaser here to dismiss it. But Dreyston following up even from that. Just to apply that offensive pressure that they much need. This is a crazy game. Doesn't look like much that we've seen in the past before. Bus popping it forward. Looks like Dreyston redirecting it in. 2 goals, 30 seconds left to come back. It looks like this match, unless Norway can pull out something insane, this match may be over.
Hey, I look at their game to see what he does.
That's one great.
Pardon my light commentary. I feel like this game is speaking for itself. Sakiyoshi driving a pass over to Dreyston, trying to redirect it into the net. Fortunately, is not so, but here is one more opportunity to score before the timer hits 0. And there it is. Truman State University wins the second match of tonight, 3-1 with a 2-0 finish. And there you have it. Truman State winning their second 2 matches, putting them up 5-1 in their division, second only to Boston. Let me check. Boston Terriers, the BU Terriers, Boston University White. And so we will see if the Terriers do drop a game tonight, then we will be tied for first seed going into playoffs. But at this point, it is very certain that Truman State Rocket League has indeed qualified for the NACE playoffs once again. Unlike last semester, however, we will not be having any internet dysfunctions, and so we will be able to see a very competitive series coming out from them. Stay tuned. In just an hour's time, we will be having another match, this time up against Temple University, and I hope to see you then.